WVU has taken one of the fastest players on the team and switched him from the defensive side of the ball over to the offense to try and help out the wide receiver position. Let's go. What's going on, Mountaineer Nation? Jordan Cruz back here with the Country Roads Webcast. And before I get into this video, I just want to give you guys a quick reminder. If you would, do us a favor, hit that like button, give us a thumbs up there on this video. It really helps this video's performance, which in turn helps future videos performances here on the channel. And if you're a Mountaineer fan and you haven't already, be sure hit that subscribe button. Helps us, helps you, helps get more of this West Virginia sports content out to Mountaineer Nation. Having said that, let's get into it. All right, as I stated in the cold open to the video, it was revealed by West Virginia football head coach Neal Brown today that former safety Davis Mallinger moving to wide receiver to try and help out the offense a little bit. I love this move, particularly for one reason. It gives West Virginia something there at the wide receiver position that I think they've lacked in recent years. It has appeared anyways, and that's speed. Davis Mallinger, when West Virginia recruited him and he signed a couple years ago, that's the one thing I was most excited about was his speed and what he could bring to the team. He was an athlete at the time. It was believed West Virginia was going to try him at defensive back. They've done that the past couple of seasons. He went from safety to a little bit of spear last year, bounced back between those two positions. This year, he's going to be playing wide receiver once he returns from the injury he sustained late last season that kept him out of the last couple of games there. He'll be coming back this summer and be ready for fall camp, where he's hopefully going to help West Virginia's wide receiving room and add some explosiveness there. This was revealed today in Neal Brown's press conference. I'm going to show you guys the clip in which Neal Brown told about this move for Davis Mallinger, what he thinks it can do for the team, and when he expects Davis Mallinger to possibly return from that injury. Check this out.
And then we moved Davis Mallinger to wideout. So played safety. We moved him to wideout and played receiver in high school. Obviously played his first 2 years here at defensive back, but want to add his speed to offense. And so he's out this spring. He'll be able to do some drills on the side, but if you remember, he missed the last 4 or 5 games in the fall and with a season-ending injury, and he's still rehabbing that.
So there you hear Neal Brown breaking the news of the Davis Mallinger position change, adding him to the wide receiver room, mentioning that he played wide receiver in high school, and then, of course, also mentioning the thing that I told you guys I'm most excited about, and that's the speed of Davis Mallinger. And just to show you guys a little bit about what I'm talking about in regards to the type of speed that he has, let me show you this from his bio over on the university's official website there. All right, as you can see here on his official bio on the official university website there, WVUsports.com, still listed as a safety. I'm sure that'll be updated by the time fall rolls around, but pretty good size. He's not diminutive really like a lot of those speed wide receivers are on offense. Sometimes you see them 5'8", 5'9", 170, 180, but Davis Mallinger is actually listed at 6'1". I think when he was recruited, he was listed at 6'2", so we know he's over 6 foot tall, nearly 200 pounds, so good size to him to go along with his speed. But like I said, this is his bio, and it mentions, of course, played wide receiver at Cocoa High in Florida, where he was one of the best players in Brevard County there in Florida. All county first team, all state first team there, 4A football in Florida. But the part that excites me most here, if you scroll down to the bottom part of his bio, this right here, also was a track and field star, recording personal bests of 10.74 in the 100 meters and 21.57 in the 200 meters. His 200 meter time ranked number 8 in the state and number 16 nationally in 2020. So back in 2020, he was certainly one of the top 16 fastest athletes in track and field at the high school level there. So he's certainly got the speed that I'd like to see West Virginia have in that wide receiver room. We'll see what he can add there when he comes back from his injury this summer. Excited to see him in fall camp for West Virginia. Excited about this position change in a recruit that I was very happy to see commit to West Virginia at the time that he did, because I thought that he had potential to maybe help West Virginia on special teams, and I would have loved to see us use him on offense. Until now, they've decided to put him on the defensive side of the football. So now when I heard this was probably the biggest piece of Neal Brown's press conference that got me the most hype for the upcoming season, really, was hearing of Davis Mallinger moving to wide receiver, because it's something that I kind of personally had dreamt of since he committed to us as an athlete, and I knew of his speed. So I'm super excited about this one, guys. But what about you? How are you feeling about this position change for Davis Mallinger? Do you think he will play a part in West Virginia's offense during the 2023 season once he returns from his injury and makes his appearance there at the wide receiver room in fall camp? We know it's a room where West Virginia is replacing replacing 4 guys, going to need someone to step up there. Who knows? He could come in just as a big play threat and, have a few catches on the season as a deep threat. We'll see what happens. Added Devin Carter as well, who I think can be a good deep threat, but it looks like West Virginia is looking to add some pieces that could potentially take the top off of the defense, which I really like. If you think about the 2016 offense, which in the past I've referenced this year's offense possibly resembling a little bit of, because that's the last time West Virginia had a quarterback that could really run the football, and they implemented some read option concepts and some quarterback run concepts in their offense. But in accordance with that, they also had some great play action deep shots to a speedy receiver in Shelton Gibson. I think West Virginia now has 2 speedy receivers that could potentially do that for this year's team: Devin Carter, Davis Mallinger, and let's not discount Jeremiah Aaron. He's pretty quick himself as well. So we'll see what happens with this position change. I'm super excited about it, but I'd love to hear your all's thoughts down in the comments. Chime in, let us know how you're feeling about it. We always appreciate the interaction here at the Country Roads Webcast as we continue to try and grow the CRW community throughout Mountaineer Nation. Having said that, as always, I'm Jordan Cruz, and until next time, let's go Mountaineers.